Earth has a 50-50 chance of overheating by 2026. It's just a matter of time until global warming reaches a point where it's more likely than not that the Earth will briefly exceed the temperature barrier set by international accords. There's a 48% chance that the globe will rise by an average of 1.5 degrees Celsius, 2.7 degrees Fahrenheit, above pre-industrial levels at least once between now and 2026 if human-made climate change continues, a team of 11 different forecast centers predicted late Monday for the World Meteorological Organization. This would be a bright red signal in climate change negotiations and science. As the mercury rises, so do the odds. A decade earlier, the same experts were pegging the chances at only 10%. In its 5-year general view, the team led by the Met Office of the United Kingdom predicted that the globe would set a record for the warmest year by the end of 2026 with a 93% possibility. A 93% possibility of the next 5 years being the warmest on record has also been predicted by them. Also, the deadly megadrought in the American Southwest, which is prone to wildfire, is expected to continue, according to forecasters. These forecasts are based on long-term averages and cutting-edge computer simulations to provide annual and seasonal large-picture climate projections for the world and specific regions within it. A day's temperature and precipitation aren't predicted with the same precision as they are with more sophisticated weather predictions. Although the world has already warmed by around 1.1 degrees Celsius, 2 degrees Fahrenheit, since the late 1800s, the 1.5-degree objective set by international negotiators in the 2015 Paris Accord will not be met. Global warming of more over 1.5 degrees Celsius, as forecast in a key United Nations scientific assessment released in 2018, will have disastrous consequences for people and the planet. Several experts believe that the global 1.5-degree threshold represents a warming of the planet over a period of 20 or 30 years, rather than a year. This is contrary to the findings of the research. Meteorologists can only determine whether the Earth reaches that typical threshold years, if not decades, later since it is a long-term average, Hermansen said. Even though the planet is already heated, climate scientist Zeke Hausfather of the internet companies Stripe and Berkeley Earth says that human-caused climate change will raise the temperature by another 1/10 of 1 degree Celsius, almost 2/10 of 1 degree Fahrenheit, in the next 5 years. El Niño, the natural cyclical warming of the Pacific that affects global weather, might add a few tenths of degrees to that total, making the planet 1.5 degrees warmer. Even while El Niño has caused some global cooling, experts say it isn't enough to counteract the warming caused by the emissions of heat-trapping gases from fossil fuel combustion. The globe is now in its second year of our La Niña climate pattern, the polar opposite. La Niña is expected to terminate this year or in 2023, according to the 5-year prediction. Putting global temperatures on an escalator is a metaphor for the greenhouse effect caused by fossil fuels. Scientists likened the effects of El Niño, La Niña, and a few other natural weather fluctuations to stepping up or down an escalator. The Arctic will continue to warm at a pace 3 times greater than the global average over the winter. Predicted wetter than normal weather for Africa's often arid Sahel area, northwestern Europe, northeast Brazil, and Australia during the next 5 years, according to the analysis. Hermansen said that the worldwide team has been generating these forecasts informally for over a decade and professionally for around 5 years with an accuracy of over 90%. Climate scientist Gavin Schmidt, the man in charge of NASA's climate program, said that the numbers in this study are a bit warmer than the ones that the agency uses. In addition, he questioned his own ability to make long-term regional forecasts.